I mean, that is completely AI generated. We've been predicting this, we've been talking about this, and now the time has come where we believe and know and are going to show you how you can start to build your own personal Netflix, not only for your own enjoyment, but now to make money off it. This is absolutely insane. You got to check this out.
We've been talking about being able to make your own personal movies based on AI, and here it is. Let me show you what we got here. Pretty amazing, right?
Is that crazy or what? I mean, that is completely AI generated using Mid Journey and using Runway 2, and this is what is available right now. To me, that looks like a movie with a $500 million budget. One guy made that. And look at
It's
that. Look,
incredible.
I want to see that. I want to see that movie.
It's not just that it was made with AI, but it's actually very intriguing. It pulls you in. The imagery is kind of out of this world, and the music and everything going together. The cool thing about this is right now, as you can see, these are short clips that are made, right, with AI. But in just a matter of months, probably, we're going to be able to build longer clips, add narration, and do all the things that are possible with movies with, like James said, multi-million dollar studios, and there's going to be a whole new upcropping of people that are now movie producers and movie directors, and it's going to be amazing. But let's talk about the implications of this, James, as it relates to making money with this amazing AI tool.
Yeah, I mean, it's the like democratization of it. To me, it's analogous to where we saw like Napster back in the day. So Napster came out, the music industry was freaking out about it. We need to ban Napster. Why? Because all these people were getting music for free. Well, what happened after a while? After a while, you have your Spotify's, you have your Amazon Music, you have all these different platforms now that everybody has an account and they stream their music. That is the new way to do it. And the industry itself, the model changed where all these people, you have to be on these streaming music platforms. That's how they're getting paid. Musicians, the top musicians are making more money than ever. I mean, Taylor Swift's a billionaire, but it allowed the barrier of entry to become a musician is so much less. Like someone
Yeah.
like Post Malone, who's a huge person, he was discovered on SoundCloud, or people were discovered. Justin Bieber, even go back years ago, was discovered on YouTube. Well, now I'd love to make my own movie, but I didn't go to a New York, City film school. I never did all that. Now, very quickly, it's already almost here. You're going to be able to use a series of prompts or one or two programs to be able to make movies. Doesn't have to be the next Matrix movie, but you're going to be able to make movies that you're interested in. Okay, so maybe my sense of humor is unique, and maybe most people don't want to see that. But you know what? There might be 10,000 people that want to watch a movie that's James with no sense of humor, or Dave wants to make a movie about skateboarding and whatever it is, and you go maybe deep on skateboarding. That may not have been a movie that was made before because it was kind of really, but people that are into skateboarding would absolutely love it. And that could turn into $1 million, and you could be able to make something like that in a freaking day.
Yeah, it is incredible. If you think about it, the way I envision it, James, is we're going to be able to go into ChatGPT, say, create a movie script that has this kind of feeling, this kind of tone, this kind of story. You give it kind of the basics, right? Just like we do right now with ChatGPT. Then it creates that whole draft, right? The script and includes shots, scenes, etc. And then you might go in there and edit a few things, say, well, I don't kind of like this or I don't kind of like that. Let's change that. Pop it into Runway, and then at that point, like it's not available right now, but at that point, you'll be able to just do that and it'll create the whole dang movie for you. And then you could go in and still edit after the fact. And gosh, I mean, would take a movie studio months, sometimes even a year or two to make this epic movie, you're going to be able to do in a day or two, in a couple of days. And what that means to me is that just like you said with music, the way that uh, it's been decentralized or democratized. You know, I have a friend that is a big time music guy. I found him because I typed in the words Linkin Park and Christian. Like I wanted a Christian-based version of Linkin Park. So I was a big Linkin Park fan. This guy came up, and it turns out he sells millions of streams on Spotify, and he's an independent artist, but he's got amazing music. The same thing's going to happen with movies, right? You're going to be able to have tons of independent artists that have their own creations, their own movies. And you know what I like about that is we're going to get away from all the formulaic movies that are out there right now. That it's so hard to watch movies nowadays because there are no new ideas out there.
That's right.
They're all remakes, they're all sequels, they're all like prequels, like give me something fresh and new. And when you do find something like that, it's so refreshing and so cool to see. But I also want to talk a little bit about how this can affect business, right? That's the whole movie industry. And maybe not everybody wants to be a movie producer, but think about it this way. Like, what if you just got into business creating amazing looking commercials for small businesses or for medium-sized companies or even large companies, right? But you had that creative intuition to create amazing commercials for businesses and how you could build a whole studio around that. By studio, I just mean a whole group of creative people that know what they're doing. And now you're an agency creating amazing ads for local businesses, small businesses of all kinds. That's just one way, right? That we
Well,
could do.
think about it, Dave. You look at a local business and they're on the local channel, and it's like somebody's trying to sell cars, and you've seen these typical. You're like, that's obviously a local car commercial.
Yeah,
Well, you can make it look like something for the local car place that looks like they spent $1 million on their commercial, but
exactly.
you can do that in a matter of minutes. And they might and the thing about this is the timing of it. We're so far ahead on this channel. We're so far ahead of the fact that we keep talking about our own personal Netflix and all that. Most people, that's not where their head's going to be at, and most of the world doesn't understand this. So if you're just looking at a local area and you're like, I can make you a 30-second commercial that looks like insane, or you might even go to them and say, you know what, I just made this commercial for you already.
Exactly.
They don't know how you did it. They didn't know how long.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my gosh, do you want it? That'll be $2,000. Okay,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
let's
even
do
better,
it.
right? You just do it first and show it to them because guess what? In any given city, you've got 10 plumbers, you've got 50 electricians, you've got, so you could just shop it to these different ones. Send one email out to everybody and say, who wants this? Right?
You take somebody's image. I mean, you could do crazy stuff. You could take their image, you could take their voice, and then all of a sudden it's the owner of that company talking, and they're like, "I didn't say this, but like, here's an example of what you can do."
Right.
And so it's just this is coming. This is not. I've had this conversation with other people too. This is moving so quickly and so far away from. Is this going to be possible? You are not
Right.
stopping this. It is
Yeah.
happening. So it's exciting, and the timing of it to be there right at the start.
Yeah, we're
There's so
we're
much.
very fortunate. We're very
Yeah.
fortunate and blessed to be here at the start of this amazing thing. You know what's funny, James? You and I, we've been talking for, it's only been a few months. It's only been a few months that we've been saying you'll be able to create your own movie. Right. Seriously, it's only been a few months. If you go back to some of our previous videos, we've been saying that, right? And here it is. This person that created this trailer is actually turning it into a full-blown movie right now. And you're going to be able to watch this and stream it. And guess what? That person's going to get paid potentially millions of dollars because they figured it out. They know how to do this. And it didn't take years in film school. It didn't take years of experience making movies, making films. It really just took a few prompts and knowing how to use these tools, and that's it. I envision us, James, at some point making a course about this and teaching people how to do this, on this channel.
Absolutely. And we're very shortly have our membership site where we're going to go into depth in these types of things. So that's very exciting. But it's really, really cool that it's like when the 4 minute mile was broken. A lot of people thought no one would ever run under a 4 minute mile. A guy did it, and then like the next year, like 100 people did it because that mold's broken. So once this guy here is making this full length feature movie, we're talking about it on our channel. It just gets out there in the ether, and then all of a sudden it's going to be like, wow, there's this really cool movie, and that's going to hit it on Reddit, and everybody's going to talk about it. Then all of a sudden, Netflix has an AI movie section, and then guess what? All of a sudden, just like with music, there's a Spotify, there's an Amazon Music,
There's an explosion of this.
there's now there's going to be, this is what I envision, network after network. There's going to be a network now of just surfer movies, and it's all AI content. And when we get to that point where the AI content's coming up so quickly, that's when it becomes fun because we're to the point where there's so much AI content. That's when things become like upvoted and stuff. I
Right.
really like this AI movie, and then all of a sudden, yeah, there could be a million surfer AI movies, but there's 50 that like everybody's like, this
That
is it.
stand out.
That's
Yep.
right, and that's what's going to happen. Just like music, I can go right now and upload something on YouTube, singing a song. It doesn't mean I'm going to be Taylor Swift, with $1 billion tomorrow. But I have that opportunity if I want to, and that's what's going to happen with the film industry.
Absolutely. So we just covered this amazing advancement. There's so many more of these out there, and we're going to be bringing the latest to you every time it comes out. If you like this kind of information, be sure to check out our free AI newsletter. It'll be at a link in the description down below, where we give you all of our latest videos, resources, tools, and new news about the world of making money with AI. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Making Money with AI.